Greetings and welcome back to Planet Coaster. I featured this a couple of times on the channel. Firstly, showing you the release build, and it was doing like the buildings and all of the module parts and things like that, and the different rides. And then I built the Nope Coaster, which was the most spine-breaking, neck-wrenching, vomit-inducing piece of machinery I could envisage. In this one, I want to make something a bit different because the new update's out, and although it's brought in loads and loads of changes, what I'm going to be focusing on really is the coasters. As you can see, there's now a total of 14 of them, I believe. And then we've got also the terrain tools. So you've got push pull, and you've got smoothing and painting, and really powerful tools here. And I want to make something throughout this video, however long it actually ends up being, that incorporates both of those things. The idea is, I'm on the sandbox map, as you can see. I want to make something that is like a organic shape. Now, I'm not a very good organic model maker. Hard edge model making, sort of shapes and that sort of thing, I can sort of get away with, but organic shapes, I'm not very good at it at all. But we'll see what we can do. So the idea is I want, I guess, like some sort of sea monster or snake where it has like a tail and then a couple of humps and then like a head and then a roller coaster that goes in between. Now, I'm fairly sure that that's probably been done before, but let's just give it a go. I've got a beverage here with me to keep me company. Today's beverage is a grapefruit juice. It's the one with all the juicy bits in as well. I don't know whether that's just because it's cheap or whether because I bought that one. Either way, it was whatever was in the fridge. I didn't go for a warm beverage because this is probably going to take close to an hour, I'm guessing. Anyway, so what I want to do is open up the sculpting tab. And I want to go to pull, and what that does is just like lifts the terrain up, as you might imagine. The overall size, I think, wants to be about 10 meters, and then intensity, I think we'll put to about 75%. You can also go to more as well, and you get like scenery lock and surface lock. I don't really want that at the moment. What I want to do is have a rise in the middle. I'll probably start from the center and then work to the left and right. So as I said, I want to make some sort of snake type thing that's coming out the ground. And by the way, I have no idea if this is going to work. I've never even tried this. I've literally fired the game up, played around for 10 minutes with these terrain tools and the painting and the coasters and went, yep, that exists, let's do a video of it. So this is probably not going to go very well. So let's just go and rise the terrain up like so. And what have we got here? Let's have a quick look. And oh no, that's not a good shape at all. Let's just sort of see if we can smooth it out here. And what I want to do is probably reduce the intensity just a little bit. I'll probably just slowly left click, and that's slowly going where we want it to go. A little bit higher there, and then go down, and not bad, but needs to be a little bit higher, and then that's about right, I think. Let's have a look. Yep, we're getting there now, and we'll pull it out here. So, as I said, these are the new terrain. Oh, that's quite good. That is not bad, but I think I want it a bit sharper. So, again, just on the top there. Very good terrain tools. These very powerful, and no, they're not overly difficult to use, but I'm guessing someone with a who's more confident with them and definitely more competent will be able to pull off something better than I'm doing now. So there's the hunchback of Snakington. No, we don't really want that. That's about right. That's the sort of level that I want. So it's going to go up and then down, and then if it goes down, we want it to go up about here again. So start here, and then again straight across, and there we go, and then again keep rising it and rising it and rising it, and we're just trying to match the same sort of thing that we've got on the other side. So let's just pull the train up and then over here, and there we go. I don't really have any height. Oh, good grief, that's not right. I mean, that's got some sort of scales or something. Oh, yeah, I could put some scales on it, or some, like, sort of spikes on the top to make it some sort of monster type thing. At least if I say it's some sort of alien creature, then people can't shout at me for it being not like a snake. And is that about right? It is. Oh, it is about right, actually. It's close enough. It is close enough. We'll go put the push tool down. We'll just sort of push it back a bit. And, yep, that's not bad. We'll push this little hump down as well. And, yep, there we go. So, 1, 2, and then what else do I want to do? Do I want to do another arch? I don't think I want another arch, because I want the roller coaster to come down, then through, then back, and then through, and then round, and then up here. So what I need to do is make a head at this side. Oh, good grief, this is going to be difficult. So I'm guessing that if I just do this, we get... Actually, that's not bad for a first starting shape, is it? Right, okay, that's sort of okay. I'm just going to say reduce the overall size to about 6 meters, and then sort of just expand it a little bit like so. So we'll go around it, and there we go. And what I want to do is flare the edges out just a little bit. We'll pull it down to about 3 meters, I think. No, 2 meters will be fine. And then out like this. And no, that's not right at all. Let's go to 5 meters and then boom. There we go. Oh, good grief. I've just got... What the hell have I got here? That's like some sort of growth on the side of it. Let's just reduce that down because it looks a bit garbage. Read a lot garbage. And there we go. Oh my good grief. Let's pull that back. There we go. Go back to the pull tool and then pull these out like so. What I want to do is like have it a little bit further forward like so, and then out, and it looks like a duck, so you know, get in. And maybe if we make the head a bit fatter at either side, and if you put little horns on it like that, that make, you know, like I say, we're not really trying to make some sort of some sort of Earth-like creature. We're making some sort of alien thing because look at the state of that. It's actually a bit like a cat with a green head. I don't know about a green cat. I don't think you can get a green cat unless you spray paint it. Right, so I wouldn't recommend that, by the way. I definitely do not spray paint cats. Right, they probably don't like it. Right, so long cat is long. That's what we've got at the moment. So let's just reduce that a little bit there. There's like a bend in the neck. And good grief, the camera tools can be a little bit interesting. And overall... state of it. Right, okay, it's sort of working. Let's just go back over here, and we want to go back to our size of 10 meters because that's what this size is. And want to go up and then around. And that didn't work because I wanted it to sort of curl around like that. And all we've done is made... Oh, no, it's not bad. It's not bad. What I'll do, I'll just go to the flatten to surface and then just flatten that back down. There we go. And then I want to reduce, push, and then reduce this a bit. And, oh my good grief, the camera controls it. Wait, look at that. They sort of flick all over the place, which is interesting. What I need to do is reduce this down to like a point instead of the weird thing I've got at the moment. And... it's sort of going okay, and then just little chisel it in, maybe pull that down a little bit, because remember, it's supposed to get thinner at the end rather than bigger, and then that's getting there, that is getting there, although I think maybe reduce the intensity a bit, and then perhaps underneath here, there we go. That's not very good, because it's a bit too thick, so if we just sort of shrink it up a little bit, just by giving a little bit finesse around the corners here, and maybe this edge here as well, shrink it down, then under there. That is a bit better. Perhaps if we just sharpen that up a little bit, make it a bit more roundish. There we go, that is about right. And then probably out a bit more. Yeah, that's about right. That's good for a first pass. For a first pass, that is not too bad. Not too bad at all. Right, let's just go to flatten the surface, and then just I want to... Ooh, good grief, that's wrong. Right, let's... Okay, the diggers can come in and sort that out. What I want to do now is use the smooth tool, because it is the best tool ever invented. And then I want to just keep the intensity at about 50% here. And then what I want to do is just smooth it over. And go like that. And then that should... smooth these down, he says, and it is not really working. Okay, intensity 100%, give me some smoothing, and yeah, that's smoothing it right off. And then there we go, there's some nice smoothing, not bad, not bad. Just need to smooth that there. That has sort of worked-ish, but not really. Let's just keep smoothing over here and see what we get. And then there's smooth, and that is about smooth, and then we'll smooth around the head here. And we don't want to smooth down the front because it's not going to work out, because we want it to be a little bit iffy there. What we also want to do is we'll go to push, and then we'll reduce the size down to probably 1 meter, and then we'll sort of push a little. We'll put it up to about maybe 4 meters, and then sort of push into there, and then we'll have a. Okay, we're sort of making an open mouth now. But so if I use it as a pull tool and pull out like a jaw. Like this. Oh, that's a bit too long. It's very hard to see to get the perspective of it right. Okay. Look at this. Oh my good grief. That is some underbite there. Right. Okay. Let's just shrink that down then. We'll shrink it right down, and maybe not have it as big. Okay. Oh no, that's getting there. Look, that's getting there. Just little gentle taps and. Okay, yeah, okay, let's go back to pull, and then we'll reduce the size, a bit, and then we'll just increase the top bit here, and, okay, yeah, I can see where we're going here, that's not too bad, and then there, and, right, okay, yeah, I like that a lot. What I want to do, actually, I think I want to sort of make these, like, sort of horn type things, And maybe it is alien. Let's just stress that this is an alien creature, because otherwise it would be a bit iffy. Oh, there we go. It's like, hang on, have I just make Slurms Mackenzie from Futurama? Oh my good grief. Okay, so that is definitely an alien creature. I think that is actually shouting "kill me," but that is about right. So what I need to do is now hollow out these centerpieces, and for that I'm going to go to, I think, flatten to surface is a useful piece of kit. I think we'll go for about maybe 12 meters, and I really hope this works. And if we just hold here and then go forward, it should carve a hole out the center. Well, that worked. Excellent. Right, flatten the surface and carve a hole. And then maybe carve a bit there. And carve a bit there. And yep, that is about right. It's a bit thick in one corner, so I'll have to reduce that just a little bit. And there we go. Right, so we'll just go to the push tool and we'll go underneath here and then we'll push it a little bit like so. And just to sort of shrink it out. Oh my good grief, it's sort of wrecking that corner, which we don't want. But we do want to sort of edit this here. Up, 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 flatten it there. And, oi, camera. Okay, so it has got actually exactly the sort of look I was wanting. That works. Right, we'll smooth tool it up. So we'll click smooth edge and then we'll reduce this down a little bit. And then we'll try to just smooth the edges off like this. Because at the moment, as you can see, it's very, very hard on the edges, which is not what we want. Not for an organic shape. So we'll smooth that off. We'll smooth it off here. Actually, what we want to do is probably pull it a little bit there. Because you see, it's like actually made it a bit more hunchback that we want. And that is about right. Smooth back again. And then go back over the top. That is perfect. That is exactly what we're wanting. Get in. These tools are fantastic. Right, there we go. And it should be a bit fatter, I think, in places. But you know what? It is a first pass. It'll probably do. Bear in mind that I have to make sure that this video isn't 500 hours long. So, yeah, let's just see how far we go with this one. So that is about right. And what I want to do is actually go to push. And I probably want to reduce that a little bit. And that is pretty much wrong. I've just realised that the neck, actually, this piece here is probably a bit too close to that corner. So you can see it's going to go snap, and then you know, it's not exactly as wavy, but it'll do. So there we go. I'll say it'll do because I can't go and change it, or I can, but I can't move the entire pieces along, and I'm not willing to. Smooth, we'll push these around, just smooth this off a bit, and smooth it to there. Go this corner because we haven't done it yet, and then I think the hang on, we're having some problems with the camera again. Spin it around, and then around. Smoothage, 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 smoothage. Because I don't want it square, you see. And I think that is about right. That is a lot smoother than this one for some reason. So we'll just give it a bit more smoothing on the edges. There we go. And you can see just how useful and easy these tools are to, you know, to fling at things. I mean, I'm a horrible builder, but I mean, this is making me actually look fairly competent, which is a very hard thing to do. Right, so there's that. There is the overall rough shape of this thing, and I think... Oh, look at that. Right, that seems to work. Okay, what I want to do now is do a little bit more detail. I think the head is pretty much fixed. I don't think I'm going to be able to fix it anymore. What I want to do is go to pull. Make the size down to 1 meter. Actually, no, I'll probably make it 2 meters. And then I want to put like spines on the back. But I don't know what the best way is doing it. Now, let's have a quick look. Let's do some test samples. No, that doesn't work at all. Let's just go back to smoothing here. And we'll put that, increase that. And I want to just smooth that back up. There we go. All right. It's actually, every time I do this, I'm actually thinning the worm out, which is not good. So I want to make sure that I'm not, oh, good grief, not messing it up too much. So let's just smooth that back out. And, by the way, all this is going to be painted a different colour, so don't worry about that. There we go, that is about right. I'm just trying to see the thickness of it. It is a bit thicker in places. As I said, though, it's not really something to worry too much about. Let's just... These corners here are not really do anything for me. So let's just shrink them down a bit. Where they meet the ground, you see, they're a bit square. But obviously I could put paths and things through them as well. So, there we go. Right, back to spines. Flatten the foundation, no we don't need to. Flatten the surface, no, we do need to pull that. We could have scenery lock, which as far as I'm aware like locks it onto the Actually, no, a surface lock is what we want. And we want to increase the size to about 4 meters, I think, with the intensity of perhaps about 72%. And then that will put, hopefully, spines on this. Ah, that is about what I was looking for. Yeah. Okay, yep, I can handle that. That is good. Just need to increase that one and that one. Yeah. Yeah, that's not bad. Okay, keep going. It's just knowing to hold on for a certain amount of time. Yep, again, fine. And then what I want to do is just not have it as much at the end. So it tails off. No pun intended, but that is getting there. Yeah, right. Excellent. 4. Bit more maybe. And then not at them pieces. Right. Yeah. Oh, right. That is fairly funky. I don't know. I do want to mess around with the head a bit, but I'm very aware that I've sort of got it roughly to something like I want. But any more, and I might just break it, and then getting this back is going to be a bit of a nightmare for me. Because as I said, it seems to work. It seems to work, and that is about right. Maybe just increase the spines on this a little bit more. Not at the head end, because obviously it's trying to thin out. Yeah, that's about right. Okay, so I think that's a good first pass. About 15 minutes or so to get that done. So these tools are mainly for moving the terrain around, and I've managed to sculpt some sort of weird alien snake creature-y type thing that is just saying, "Oh my god, kill me." What I do want to do now is paint it. Now, there isn't much... The painting tools, there isn't a lot here, but what I'm going to do is paint it probably white. We'll paint it probably white. Yeah, we'll give it a go on white, and then paint it all like sort of white colour, I think. Something like that. And then you can see I'm just able to... What I want to do is have something very harshly contrasted with the ground. In fact, what I'll probably do is paint around the ground like that, and then I can worry about that later. But I want to make sure I get full coverage on the alien creature. There we go. And then up along here. And then obviously I can paint with other things as well. Now there's the thing getting painted very nicely. There we go, all the way around, and all the way to there. Yep, that seems to work out. There might be a couple of pieces I've missed, but not too worried at the moment. Like I say, first pass, and we'll just do the same about here. More colours would be nice. I said before that when I was building things, I really like the modular design and the fact that they've just give you tools. I don't know if I've done the underneath of the other one. I'll have to check that in a moment. I like the fact that they've just give you tools, but I don't think they've gone far enough in places. Like they've done like the scenery, for example, is like, you know, red coat firing, blah blah. But you can't change the color of it. Like the whole. I don't know why there's sandstone curve and brick curve. Surely you should just pick the shape and then pick the texture. But I don't know how much that is a decision for later on when possible DLCs and stuff. But who knows? Maybe that's also a feature they're going for. Maybe they're going to add that later on. But I thought that would be a nice little addition. Right. I think that one is a little bit off center. So, worm is sorted or coloured. Now what I'm going to do is use... Oh, what have we got? We're not going to have it green. We've got this, like, dark colour. Ah, no. That's like a... like a bump. What's that one? That's like a... Oh, that's like a grey. What we'll do... We'll use this bump texture, I think, on the entire top. Perhaps. Would that work? Let's have a quick look. Just have a quick test on this one. And then see how it goes. So all the way on the top. Like that. And something like that. Right? And then we could even do spots of colour along here. Could even do that, actually. No, because it just looks like a rock formation now. So no, undo that. Unspray it. Actually, I could probably just press the undo button, but we'll pull that back a bit. There we go. So we got the rock bit on the top, and then what if I use this one? Just for the top end. Just for the sort of bits on the top. You can't really see it at all, can you? I thought this was going to be the most... I didn't think the sculpting was going to go as easy as it was, but I also thought that the main problem I'm going to encounter was painting and the problems we're going to, let's say, encounter with that. So, what's the best way of going? Because there's only these 3 bits there, and this one here, you see it's got like 3 pieces. What that does is calculates the thing you put it on, and on the top it goes grass, on the side it goes like this charcoaly colour, I think, and then it goes to the other one. It depends on the slope and the angles and such like that. Right, anyway, let's go to the which one was it? That one. Yeah, that one seems to work out quite nice. We'll turn off the surface lock and we'll reduce the intensity down to about 55%. Coverage will reduce down to about 8 as well, and then we'll just sort of paint roughly over the top. Like, actually, what if we just model it? If we just do like a mottled pattern, that is... No, that's okay. Yeah, let's go for a mottled pattern then. Let's pull this back. Back to intensity 100%. And then straight around like that. And then if I paint the entire thing with this one, that one, yeah, with 50%, and we'll go for just massive coverage, it doesn't matter. And then we'll just go mottled, right. Mottled colour. Mottled, 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 mottled. Yeah, I can get down with that. Obviously, we'll have to spin it around and like that. Yeah, okay, yeah, mottling does seem to work. There we go. Or is that scrumbling? No, that's mottling. That is mottling. And there we go. It seems to be not so much on the head. We need a bit more on the head there. There we go, and probably a bit more here, a bit more there, a bit more, a little bit more maybe. And it looks dark on this side, but that's because the sun is over there. Right, that is a nice little texture. Then I'll go for this other one, and we'll do the opposite. Intensity 100%, and then the size right down, and then again on this piece, we'll like put on the lumps, we'll have this like brick texture type thing. And yes, that works. That is quite nice. Can't see where the lump starts here. Okay. Obviously, I'll paint all the surface down once I've finished designing, because at the moment everything's in a bit of flux. That actually hasn't got a little riser, has it? Now it does. And then back to painting. Back to that one. Mottling. And then that. I mean, look at that. How long did that take to just put that extra section in? Not long at all. That's why these tools are good. Because they're efficient and they're powerful. They have a nice mix of it. Just reduce the size. There we go. Right. Yep, that does seem to work. We haven't yet done this, so reduce the size down to 3 meters, I think it was. Doesn't really matter too much if we're a meter or so off. I'm sure some people will complain, but meh. Right. They do join up, so actually it does matter, doesn't it? There we go. Just pull it back a bit. Right. Okay. That is bit plain on the side. What if we use the same brick sort of pattern, or the same like whatever it is? Does it have a name when you mouse over it? It does not. We'll put it back to say 3 meters. What if we just put like sections like that? Don't like it. Don't like it. Pull it back. Like that. Pull it back. Put the mottling back in. I don't know what the best way would... I don't know what the best way of doing that is. What if we have this. And have a, like a I know what we can do. Pull that back. And what if we have like zigzags, but we actually paint them in? So intensity's maxed out. And then if we go for like a... like some sort of zigzag pattern. Yeah. Yes. Okay, I like that. But, or rather, I like the idea of that. I just don't like the execution. Let's pull it back. And then put the mottling back in. Ooh, that's a bit... undo that. I'm very wary not to really mess it up too much here. Hang on. Which is... I always forget the texture. Mottling. Mottle. Just compare it to the side. No, it's not there yet. Yeah, it's about right. Okay. And then we want... back to this texture. Back to, say... 1 meter. Maximum intensity. And we'll do... instead of V's, which I did, we'll do like snaky patterns. So we'll start here. And we'll paint on like a wavy pattern and then goes underground. So this one should go on that way. It's a... does it work? We need an extra colour, ideally. We really do. Let's just try the other side and we'll see what happens. So we'll start from, say, here. It's hard doing it with a mouse when you're constantly holding the left click. It's not bad. It's not bad, but I think it's the best we can really do at the moment. It gives it some definition. So we're gonna finish it off. Because not having it is a bit... oh god, I messed that up, didn't I? Can I not control Z? Yes, I can. Oh, that is good. I didn't know about that. I was going to say, can you just hold Control Z? Yes, you can. Look, you just hold it. And you see it unsprays it. That's just marvellous. I'm actually purposely messing it up now just so I can do that. He says, as a lie. Right, let's just go back here. And we'll do the tail. And... up to the end. This side. Have to move the camera a bit. And then up to the end. Yep. And then here. So it's up to the front. Up to around to about the eyes there. And then same on this side. So there we go. So it does work-ish. The only weird thing is that that one's a lot sharper than this one. What I'll do then, I'll just pull it back slightly. Tiny bit. Like that. So that pulls the edge off it. And then we'll put the edge back with mottling very low intensity. And darken it up. So that is more like that. Right! Okay. That seems to work. I'm going to use this tool, actually, and go back to intensity 100. Reduce it down. Just have that right on the edge. On the eyes there. Alright. Yep. And we'll sort of blend it off a bit. Could be rude not to. So it's, you know, I don't think I've explained it. It's just like how the tool... I mean, you've seen me alter all of the intensities and stuff. So, I mean, that's fairly self-explanatory, but obviously the more you hold your left click, the more you can, you know, you have fine control over it is what I'm trying to get to. Right. And probably inside there, but I fear if I do inside there, it'll actually paint the back, which is something I don't want. There we go. Right. That is about sorted. So what I want to do now is be very careful and paint this flooring off. Now, this is going to be a bit difficult, so I want to just get around the outside and do that, you see. So we're going to have to be very careful not to go over the creature. Generic alien life form 37. we go. And I'm hoping it hasn't painted the underside, which it doesn't look like it has. Now, obviously, it does require a lot more work. To get this to actually look roughly like what I wanted, or what you would have in mind as like an alien creature, it would take hours, I would say. Well, it wouldn't take hours if someone knew what they were doing, but for someone like me, it would take hours and hours and hours and hours. This is just more of a proof of concept than anything else, so I'll come back to the other side. I know there's pieces I've missed, but I just want to do like the relatively easy stuff first. There we go. And then back around and straight around. I'm sure there'll be a piece I'm covering over here that I don't want to. I know this is fatter in places and blah blah blah, but it does the job. It certainly does the job of being not just a flat piece of terrain. That's the thing that you have to get, that, you know what, this is better arguably than just a flat piece. Yeah, obviously I've overdone that bit there, but it doesn't much matter because I have a plan about this. I knew that I wouldn't be able to really mess around too much with the just increase the size of it, with the land and how, you know, the way the blending works. I mean, the blending is good when you want the blending, but I wanted like a hard part on it, but I have a plan for that. So I'm just pulling some of this back. And there. Right, so that is probably all we're going to do for the creature. I think that is quite nice. It's certainly not, from a distance it looks garbage. Well, from a close-up it looks garbage, but from about that distance, if you squint hard and have got a massive hangover, that's probably okay. Right, so now what we want to do is build a roller coaster, and the roller coaster wants to go, probably start around here, wants to go along, it wants to curve round the tail, and it wants to, actually would be nice to go up and then probably spiral round the tail once, then through that, and then spiral up the head and then round. That's the overall idea. So coasters, what sort of coasters can we get? Well, we've got the drive, we've got the hyper coaster, the boa. Inverted coaster that lends itself to twisting, snaking designs. Well, I'm not even going to go through the rest of it because that seems about the one we want. So let's click on that, and we will need to put in our station. So roughly parallel. I'm going to have to turn the angle snap off there, and then just turn it round to roughly line up with the snake creature, which is about there, perhaps. Hang on, there maybe. Yeah. And then we'll place it down. So, this is new coaster stuff. I've shown you... Oh, actually, no. We should probably... do I want to have it a bit taller? No, because we're going to go up anyway, so it doesn't really much matter. So we're going to go straight up. We'll put angle snap on, and then we'll rise it right up, and we'll have chain drive. Actually, we won't have it, like, stupidly high up. We'll have it a gentle slope. We don't want this overly zealous. We don't want it to go, like, you know, all over the place. We want to generally slope up here, and then perhaps go around and then spiral around like that. Yes, okay. So chain drive, and then we'll build. So we'll build it up and up and up. By the way, we can change the colour, which we will do at some point. So it's generally sloping up so you can actually see the thing. And then straight. And we want to pull it back to about straight there. And then what I tend to do is have it drop down just a tad like that. And then we can turn off the chain drive. So it's going to pull it down. And then what we'll do, we will bank it over. Actually, no, I think I'm going to go back, and you can press Control. Yeah, you can go to Control and Z, and that undoes that section. It's not really close enough, so we could do a bit of a drive tyre, which will boost it at this point. Which boost, maybe. Let's go to chain lift. Can you turn it with a chain lift? Yes, you can chain lift it to a corner. That's pretty useful. And then down. I don't really want to chain lift it down. Oh no, I could. No, but if you think about the passengers, they want to sort of see this thing a bit more, and then perhaps straighten it out, and then down a bit, like that, and then build, and then we'll go back onto normal, and then we will straighten it up, and we want to probably go. So it's going to go chain, 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 chain. We can actually press the test button, I believe, and it yeah, it'll actually put a coaster on. There you go. And then it'll head off, I believe. Is it going to? No, it's not. You can test it. I'm sure you can test it. Right, back here. Back to building. I want to go probably no chain drive and rise it up just a little bit. We've got an angle snap on, so I want to reduce the angle snap to, say, 11 degrees so we can slowly go down. And then it is curving, so we'll actually bank it over just a tiny, tiny bit. Actually, no, that should probably do. And then build it, and then spiral it right round. Spiral it right round, and then we'll have a little bit more drop here. A little bit more in. And a little bit more curve. And then spiral, spiral. And perhaps start straightening out now. Lift up, straighten it out. Like so. And then we'll actually start going... Oh, actually, start going the other way now. And bank it over to that side. That's going to be a bit sharp, that one. But, we'll see what happens. So, at that angle, it's actually going to hit the ground, which is not what we want. So, I think at that angle, we should be okay. Build, build. And build. Lift it up a little bit. And then straight through, we'll actually turn it like that again. Now, we could, if we wanted to, have a loop there. Do we really want a loop there? I don't think it would work. No, we'll have a straight piece. We'll straighten it up. So it goes straight through, exactly like I wanted. Remember, we can put like walkways and stuff like that through this entire thing. So then we'll bank it over to that side, and then that way, and then... Oh, hang on. Undo that piece. I want to sort of bank it over, and then do that. And that. Now I have a plan. I want to then straighten it out. I want to actually go to... probably... No. Normal track. Tyres. And... just level it off. So, straight. Angle is... Hang on. Angle is straight-ish. This is not very good. Build. And then drive tyres. And then... probably build, and then build, and then what sort of rolls can we have? Lots of different that's a bit too tall. Lots of different loops, lots of different loops. Non-inverted, non-loops. See, can we... What I want to do is... Oh, that would be good if we can go in there and then up and around. Or do we want to do that? Do we want to just have it go in and out, and then around? We don't really need a loop. No, let's... You know what? I'm going to stick with my original design. I'm going to undo a lot of this. I want to stick with my original design of just going around. I mean, doing loops might look okay, but... No, let's just stick with it. Let's just stick with what we're going with so far, because it seems to be working. And then... that way. By the way, there is a smooth tool as well for the courses now, so you can actually smoothen this off, which is useful. And... I'm going to go straight round, perhaps, like that. And, by the way, if you're wondering what would happen if you clip it, well, actually, if you go to the More button, there's a, hang on, where is it? Oh, Auto Tunnel, sorry, Auto Tunnel. So if I just ploughed it through that piece of terrain there, it would just go, nope, no problem, I'll happily burn through that, no issues whatsoever at all. It will happily just cut straight through the terrain, which, again, nice bit of tooling. Nice tools. Saying as if it's like good dog, good dog. Right, I'm gonna press the test button. And is it gonna work? I want it to work, but it's not, which is generally classed as suboptimal. It's not working. Stop test. I'm sure there's something I've messed up there somewhere. Anyway, let's go back here. Let's just finish it off. So it's going to go up there. It's going to go around. Yeah, that'll be okay. The problem is going... I want a triple, like almost a triple loop around here. So the only way to do that realistically is to have it curve. I'm just going to undo... I'm going to shorten that piece up a bit. And then we'll bank it. And then we'll have it as tyres. Like drive tyres. And then we'll sort of... bank it some more, and then build, and then we'll increase the length like so. So this is going to speed it right up, and then speed, 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 and then what we'll do is we'll drop the tyres and then we'll start going right up. So up, and then increase the curve. Even increase it even more. Actually, we'll undo that piece and increase it even more. As close as we can get to this thing. What we'll have to do is... No, maybe make that a bit bigger. Then what we'll do is we'll reduce the size. So we then curve round. And... It's not bad. It's not bad. Just sort of alter that bit. Pull it down perhaps. And then what we want, ideally, is for it to hit the mouth. Like go as if it's just about to, like the mouth is just about to sort of go and crunch down on the thing. So build that. And then that is looking about right. Just sort of reduce it to there. And then, oh, that is perfect. That is absolutely bob on. Just where I wanted it. Pull it down. So it does that. I'm actually quite happy with this, you know. And then maybe... Do you want a loop at the end or do we not? Can we fit a roll in? Some sort of roll. Nothing over the top. That is definitely over the top. Just some sort of loop. Forward loop, perhaps? Which would then... I don't know. It doesn't seem to be right. This is not... It's not a really, really extreme coaster. I could go to autocomplete and see what it does from that, and that will just slowly... It'll go whack and straight into that. No. No, we'll cancel the autocomplete. I don't think that would work. What we could go back through the other bits of coaster and have it like slalom back the other way, but I don't want that. I think I want it to go down, curve round, and then back in, and we'll slow it with brakes. So we'll go build, straighten up now because we don't really need anything else really, and build it, curve it round, angle it around. Like so, and then slowly, no, undo that, it's not, it's too much of a angle, curve it round, that's it, slowly going round, you see, and then lift it, and this will go, you know, people will be able to walk, hopefully, if I actually raise it up here, people should be able to walk underneath it. And round, and then one more, easy enough to just straighten this off, like so, straight, couple of brakes, and then autocomplete, and that's it. That is, by the look of it, the coaster. So what you can do now, and this is a genius piece of kit, what you can do is you can add different sections to your selection. So you can say add that selection, and you can say add to the left of where you got selected, add to the other side of it, and you can select the entire coaster like that, right? And what that does, allows you to click smooth, and then it will smooth them pieces up. How amazing is that? Right, you know what? Let's just try it. Test. Is it gonna work? Please work. Please work. Why is it not working? I'm going to click done, because it should be sort of done. Testing. Let's initialize test. Huh. So what? So, back in a bit. Well, I figured out what it was. There was nothing wrong with any part of the coaster whatsoever. It's simply that I had the game paused. Apparently you can't run the test while it's paused. It just won't move. But anyway, we are running it now. This is all working. And as you can see, we are sliding right along. We're currently in the front seat of this thing. And it looks like it's a little bit jarring in places. But yeah, underneath the alien creature, around here, that slalom's not bad. Could be doing with a little angling. But yeah, there you go. And then this is going to boosters. This is not going to get up and round, is it? And oh crap, and that doesn't work, and we're going back down. This is a massive problem, and we'll press escape. Right, so And we will end the test there. Actually, loads of people have turned up, or you can hear them turning up. I'm just going to pause it for a second there because, yeah, so the slight issue is that although it looks okay going around there, it doesn't work. So let's go to edit track, and then we'll click here, and then we'll change that to drive tires, and I think all of these really can be drive tires. Now, we could boost it earlier on. We could boost it at, like, sections here, but I think boosting up and around this would be probably better, and then we'll click drive tires. There we go. Also, while we're on, I want to change the color scheme of this. So you've got different colors. So this one, I'm just going to, like, change that to white, and that apparently doesn't change anything. Or is it these concrete blocks, is it? No, I don't know what that is. So we'll change it to just black then. Then this one is going to be... We'll change that to pink and we'll see what it is. Again, that really doesn't seem to do anything. Or is it changing these? Not sure. And then this one, we'll change the... Nothing. Again, is it because it's paused? I have no idea. Or is it... Oh, you know what? It's just changing that piece of track. Because I've only got that piece selected. Let's just add all of the track. Is there an add all? You can just add that way. So I'm now adding all of the track. Can you not just click on the entire ride? I'm sure there is a way you just click on the entire ride. Hang on, you click on that and you say... No, that's building. We don't want to edit the building just yet. Edit ride. And then... How do you select all? Control A? No. Okay, so I'm going to have to select all of that. I'm sure there's a like select all tool somewhere. I just haven't found it yet. And ooh, that's lagging out a little bit. And what we're doing is adding the entire track. Yeah. Welcome to frame rate drop central, because I'm trying to add the entire track here, and it's having to recalculate. Every time I do this, it's recalculating the like the beams and stuff. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. That's that's killing it. That's killing the game. But we've selected the entire track now, and then we can change all the colors. So we can change that to black. Whatever the hell that is, apparently nothing. This one is then black, that is apparently nothing. This one, which is, then we'll change that to pink, which is, yeah, that's the overall rail, so we're going to change that. I'm going to change that to like a green type colour. Oh, do you want to change it? No, like a purple maybe. Like a dark sort of purple type thing, because it's an alien creature, isn't it? Yeah, that'll do maybe. And then this one to a purple. This one to a purple. And then that one to like an even darker purple. And there we go. That should be about right. Yes! Right. That was about the colour scheme I was going for. Let's do a bit of a test. Let's see if this works. Initialize test. I should have actually smoothed the entire thing while I was on. But here we go. It's going to head off. I'm going to go to the camera controls, I think. Check ride camera. And we'll ride this thing again. Oh, that's very purple. That's very, very purple indeed. So if I had the colours, I would actually change the creature to probably like a purple or a bright yellow or something like that. And then I would edit all the station so it would like have a very organic-y type slimy feeling to it. And then have... I know you got palm trees and such, but this is where like I've seen that the ability to colour things like even like the palm fronds and things like that, just colour anything in the game would be great, because I can make all the trees and colour the trees to make them more alien looking, because at the moment the trees are just green, but I wanted alien looking trees, but we don't have them. Let's go around, that's okay. And then that's not bad, it's still going okay. There's nothing wrong with this section. It was just this. So here we go, boost, 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 and up and around. Ah, crap. Okay, and we're going back down again, so that doesn't work either. More editing. Right, I am fed up with this just as much as you probably are, so I've gone to a bit of a drastic measure here. I've put a lot of them drive tyres pretty much as soon as we come off this first row, because the thing is they don't have much torque. I could do a chain drive around that place, but it wouldn't really work. I want you to boost around it. So what happens is now you come down here and you can see that there's tyres pretty much from this corner afterwards. So we go here and then there you go, there's the boosters, so we're getting boosted and boosted and boosted. This is not going to work. I can already tell. I think that this is not going to work properly. And then we'll go up and then up and then up and then up, and then we get pretty much to the same P. God damn it! A good life lesson here is that when people get desperate, they turn to desperate measures, and what I have done is increase the height of this thing twofold, so it goes up and over, and then drops to the right. I've used the smoothing tool, which is why this looks like a nightmare, and then we go down, and now this should probably, oh my good god, add some more speed. So we're zipping through this thing quite fast now. Yep, this is not as serene as I exactly wanted it to be, and then we're gonna fly up and around, and yay, it almost bit us off, and then we are coming back round and then brakes, and then into the station. After all that, we finally managed to complete this thing. As you can see, it goes up here, right here, and then around, and then just sort of curves back around. You can see the additional height. It only came up to there originally, so I've pretty much doubled the height. I don't like this corner piece here, but I did do a it says overview coming soon there, because I really wanted a rating. But either way, we are now opening the ride. We do not need to test it anymore. This is now open for business. Yeah, I used the smoothing tool, which is what happened there. But as you can see, we finally have a roller coaster that goes around this thing. What we could do now is we could happily go to things like building, and then to, for example, like I don't know, building attachments. Where else do we want to go? Decorations, perhaps. Put some lights in this place. So what we start doing is lighting it up, and start putting perhaps lights on the eyes would be useful. But I don't know what sort of things that we can actually. What sort of things could we have? I don't think that on its nose would work. These are all like the pirate sections, so that's not what we want. Here's some nice signs, which we could put on the... yes, that does... Well, you can attach them. It doesn't work, but you can attach them. What else can you attach? Some, like, little stars. Now, it is Slurms. I have made Slurms. It is Slurms Mackenzie. Oh, my good grief. Right. What we want to do as well... Put some magenta lights inside the worm. So like that, for example. Hang on, we'll go inside, and we will probably put one there and one there. One, gonna have to rotate it round to about there, and then finally to about there. Yeah, that seems to work. Right, is this thing going? Nope, but people are queuing up. That's good. That gives me a bit of time to alter the worm. Oh, look at that. I like the purple coming out of its mouth there. That's pretty cool. What else do we need to add? Probably need to add some purple to light up its side here. If we put one there, for example, it should hopefully light up the... I was going to say light up that, but it hasn't. Have to put on like nostrils and do that. There's the roller coaster coming around. Hang on, let's see it go. Way, all the lightning works very, very nicely. So what I would do, if I actually had the time, but I really don't now, is probably start altering this thing here. So I would alter all of the exterior, so we would have this covered over. We would like go around the outside and put in like an extra. So this is all inside. We would have it very all purple and stuff like that. But like I say, having the scenery, like what I would really want to, what I want to do is go to nature and have these some like trees around here. So I mean, there's some like leafy bushes there. They're like purple alien type bush things, and we'll put them all the way around like that. You see, what I'd want is to be able to colour it, but you can't. You can just duplicate. It'd be able to colour it and make it all purple. Oh, hang on. People are going on the roller coaster. We're gonna have to see this now, aren't we? Right, camera and. What? Nobody's at the front? Why? No one's at the front. Ah, well, we'll do from this one then. Look at that. And it looks better at night. It's harder to make at night, the stuff, but, it does look better, that's for sure. So this is going to crank up, and then, hopefully, people won't hurl as they come out. I've just realised that the exit doesn't actually connect to anywhere. That is so optimal. This is going to come down, and... zip around. Yay! They're really happy that they're going on Alien Worm. That's probably what we're going to call this thing. Oh, look at that camera. Snaking around the piece of terrain there. And then up. And then up. And then, yeah, look at that lighting right on the mouth. And then swing back round. And then in. Job done. That is Planet Coaster. That is the alien worm coaster thingy, whatever the hell I end up calling this thing. This was supposed to be a very small demonstration of the types of the tools, of the terrain tools, but it's actually been a bit more than that. It's been an exercise in frustration because I've been getting it wrong. Nothing to do with the game, just my incompetence, as always. But these terrain tools, even though this is still in development, and I'm sure there's, you know, more to come, the fact is that these tools work. You know, I've made this and all this coaster in probably less than an hour. I think the video is just clocking under an hour now or something like that, but not bad. Not bad at all. We've coloured it, we've sculpted all of this, we've painted it. The roller coaster stuff is really, really cool. I mean, like I said, the last time I played with this, there was only a couple in that you had to sort of put a code in to get it in there, and it was very in-dev, but now it seems to be really, really good. The smooth one, the smooth tool is useful for that. Obviously, still would like to add more stuff to it, but I think it's just a case of it's really good. You can always see, oh, I wish you would do this, this, and this. I'm really interested to see like how far they go with this, like how much more they're going to add with in terms of the painting and the sculpting, because that's called terrain. It's not just terrain, as you can clearly see. Links in the description so you can check this out yourself. Also, if you want me to finish this off, so if you want me to like add more stations, put more plants and stuff like that around, then let me know by all means. And depending on what people say, we might have another crack at this. Obviously, we need to put an exit in because that's not very great at the moment. We need to sort this out. We need to add more like bushes around this. What I was going to do is put like bushes around here so it looks like it was emerging from the forest and stuff like that. But we'll see how it goes. As always, comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care and generic partings.